about to quit once or twice, but it was all worth it, man. All worth it. It's paying off right now. It's paying off.
Good morning, welcome back, and oh my god, finally, today is Monday. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm over here getting to work on the truck today. Now, big update is the fact that we are finally engine, transmission, drive shaft, rear end, cross member, everything is installed. So now what we got to do is just put everything back together. So we got to get all the bolts, all the parts that we took apart, because we had to take essentially the whole front end of the truck out in order to finish putting everything up. So this is exactly what I'm doing this week. Hopefully, from my prediction, I know I've said this before, but I'm pretty sure that this week we're gonna get a drive. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Worst comes to worst, Wednesday. Yesterday we worked a lot on it. I put in both headers on it, manifolds on it, turbos on it. I rewire everything, routed all the wiring, put the intake manifold on it. So what I'm gonna do today is essentially just putting all the miscellaneous things on before I put in the fender, the front end, the fender, and see if we can get a startup again. All right, guys, so the heat is unbearable, but we're almost there, guys. Front end is on, fender's on, transmission is shifters connected, torque converter is tightened up, cold side of the intercooler is on, radiator is on, transmission dipstick line is on. Let me check, what else am I missing? Essentially now all I gotta do is just finish off the hot side. I sent out the injectors to get cleaned, just for the simple fact that it's been sitting out here and I've been working, cutting, yada yada. So just to make sure that there's no particles on the filters, on the meshes, and the last thing I want is to pull everything back out. So I sent them out to get cleaned, flow tested, make sure they're all good. Should get them back sometime this afternoon. And it's looking good. It's looking good. Seems like we might have a startup tomorrow, because to be honest with you, I am exhausted. The heat is unbearable, and I've been sweating like a pig. So I think I'm gonna take a break for today. Maybe come back tonight to do a couple little things, nothing big, but and that's it. Tomorrow morning, it's another day. I'll make sure to bring a tent, because like I said, the heat in the morning is just ridiculous. But we're almost there. All right, last update before I go home. I'm tired, I'm sweaty. It is about to get dark, and not just that, it's humid. So injectors are in, charge pipe nice and tight, all vacuum lines are connected, fuel lines disconnected. The only one that I'm missing to connect is the actual feed, because tomorrow I'm gonna get in my gas tank and I'm gonna put some pressure on the line and dump some fuel in the gas tank, just for the sake of taking any debris that might be hanging out in that line. That way we don't want to get the new cleaned injectors dirty. So aside from that, we should be ready to start. Everything is hooked up, including my water lines from the intercooler. That we haven't tested out yet, because I wanted to test it once the truck is running and driving on its own power. So we're gonna test that out this week. But everything else should be fine. I just gotta finish plugging it, the spark plug wires, and we should be good to go for the startup. Oh, actually, one more thing. I gotta put the starter on. That's gonna be done tomorrow, because I am tired. Been on this thing the whole day. So tomorrow is another day. But as of now, we are almost there to get the ball rolling on the first drive. Alright, so here we are, Tuesday morning. It is 8:30 in the morning. I'm a little bit late today because it's, life. But the goal for today is to get it started, and if everything goes well with the startup, then probably put it on the floor and push it out, and then jack it up all four wheels and see if we can go through the gears. If we can manage that, I'll be brave enough to go for a little quick drive around the facility, make sure it's okay, and we'll just take it from there. So let's get to working on the car, and hopefully sooner rather than later we'll start it up. Alright guys, Jesus Christ, it's hot, but I want you to take a look at something real quick. Ooh, she is sitting down now. Everything is ready underneath the car. Everything's almost ready up here. There's one thing that I gotta finish doing, and that is spacing this out a little bit. That way we can fit the exhaust, and that's it. She's ready. And we're back here. It's again 8:30 in the morning on a Wednesday, and I think we're ready to actually let us see some sunlight. I got here about 20 minutes ago. What I went ahead and did is I installed the hot side of the charge piping, and then I topped out the transmission fluid. I'll double check some wirings, and I believe we might be ready to let this girl see some light. So let's give it a shot. My computer is currently charging, so unfortunately I left it here last night and I forgot to turn it off. So it's got no battery right now, so I can't literally like try to tune it or anything like that. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn it on, put some water in the radiator. I already did, but obviously we gotta turn it on and let it go down. We still have some in there, and see what happens. But we're on the stage of the process that it's just turning it on, driving it, and see what comes up. So let's go ahead and move this bad girl. Let's move Dirty Red out in the sun. Alright, she's out in the sun, guys. She is out, finally. But I did notice there's a little fuel leak coming out of this line. Gotta tighten that up. Thankfully, well, actually, no, I don't have any space inside. Ooh, that's gonna be a tight one. But I'm gonna get to that, fix that fuel leak, and see if we can go around this place. It's a slow start, but we're getting there. Alrighty, so I am currently on the hunt for a fuel line because seems like one of my fuel lines was kinked and just leaking. I thought I had fixed it yesterday, but apparently not. So we are waiting on the fuel line. Now, in the meantime, I went ahead and put the front end on it. It's looking pretty decent. It is looking pretty decent. So we're working on it little by little while I find that line. I got a couple leads on it already. I'm trying to find them locally. I'm trying to go for a drive today. It is Wednesday. I said that I wanted to go for a drive, so I'm trying to get that done today. I don't want to order online just for the sake of getting it done. So yeah, we are actually making good progress. We are making really good progress. Unfortunately, we are at a standstill right now, but we'll get there. So after a lot of little details that happened, I had to go get a fuel line because I had a fuel leak going on. Then as soon as I came back to finish putting the hot side again on the turbo piping, I lost the nut that goes into the V-band clamp. So I had to go to Home Depot, get one, come back, put everything back together. There's no leaks. Should be good. Got my computer charged up. Let's see if we can go drive around this storage facility. Now, don't mind my shifting properties over here because I do not have a mounting place yet for it. But here goes nothing. Have a problem with reverse, but it's moving. Park works. Oh god, that was very eventful. All right, so good morning. It is Thursday, and we are back at it again. Last night I was really going through my head a lot of why is reverse not working on every single gear it is. And then I remembered watching all the people on YouTube that they are whoever has a trans brake, in order for them to go reverse after the burnout, they actually hold the trans brake. So it got me thinking, I do have a trans brake. Could it be the fact that it wasn't wired up? So I just wired it, and we're gonna test out that theory. Let's see if the car turns on. We're getting a cold start, and see if we can actually hit it to reverse and go backwards. Let's find out. Started good. Let's prime it again, just because. Okay. Now, start. So reverse. Yes, sir. All right, we got reverse. I can't see anything. So I have to hold my trans brake in order for it to engage. Oh, it's off. Right, success. I needed to hold the trans brake because I do have a trans brake on it, so I needed to wire it up, which I did. I got my little trans brake switch right there, and we're good to go now. Just finished a little bit of street tuning. Very good session. I'm actually gonna go back to the gas station right now, fill it up again, and I got the tuner that's actually gonna remote in and hopefully get it a better tune on it so we can actually hit it. We'll see. But guys, we're driving. I'm out of my spot, out in Mexico, tuning in, driving in. This is a lot of hard work. A lot of blood, tears. I actually was about to quit once or twice, but it was all worth it, man. All worth it. It's paying off right now. It's paying off. We're actually about to